Welcome to Nova Now, your connection to what's happening in Northern Virginia. I'm your host, Angelique LeBlanc. What started as the Mason Pep Band in the 1980s is now one of the best pit bands in the nation, known as the Green Machine. The band provides a unique connection between music and athletics and is sure to get fans moving out of the stands at events. Here to tell us more about the Green Machine is their iconic and always well-dressed conductor, Doc Nix, and their general manager, Julie Tricula. Welcome to the show, guys. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
So, Doc, can you tell us about the Green Machine from your perspective?
After the basketball team had their success in the NCAA tournament in 2006, the ad went up for a pep band director, and I got really excited about it and went after the job. I had done a few things with marching bands, actually a lot with marching bands and drum and bugle corps growing up. So that was one of a lot of skills there, a lot of types of performing that I knew would transfer well. So taking my experience with marching bands and sitting in the stands at football games, and of course just whatever my own music making is, just throughout my life. And I'd say a good way to think about the band is what you'd expect to see at a college athletic event. It'll remind you of a marching band.
Yeah.
But then we bring in the electric guitars and the synthesizers and the singers and the string players, and so it's like I kind of think of it as also like a rock band. So it's like what we did when you combined a rock band with a marching band,
yeah.
and here we have it.
Awesome. And the band is actually made up of students, right? So how many musicians do you guys actually use for performances at the games or concerts or something?
It'll depend on what kind of performance it is. The roster, when it's at its biggest, is probably around 220 members.
Wow, that's really large. I didn't know that.
And at a basketball game, I probably can fit about 150. A lot of them will have a class at this time or at that time, and it's just not everyone can be at every single thing.
Yeah, because they're students first, right?
I mean, you can only hope so, but that is what we're there to do, and to make playing in the band an important part of that experience. But we rotate them in, and also we perform so many times in a year. Nobody can be at every single thing, so just trying to make it flexible so that they can do all the things they're trying to do.
Yeah, awesome. And the band was recently given some awards and some great titles. Can you tell us about those?
Most recently, the NCAA and their website, ncaa.com, put together their top 5 pep bands in the nation, and we were so honored to find out that they put us as number 1. And with our friends down the road, VCU, coming in at number 2, and of course I understand, it's so easy to get into the idea of a rivalry there in some kind of way. I have huge respect for what that band is doing and what they've always done. I've learned so much watching them perform over the years, and really I always just look forward to those collaborations. But it was a big deal that they put us at number 1. And that then led to the state senate putting forth a resolution commending the Green Machine, not only for that number 1 ranking, but just for the work they've done, really for decades now, and really proud and really excited and very honored for all the attention.
Yeah, that is a great honor. And recently, I remember seeing this viral video about the Green Machine and a Rage Against the Machine medley. Whose idea was that? And did you have any idea that it would blow up and become what it is now?
That was our associate director, Jeremy Freer, who's our head arranger. That was his idea. No, he just had an idea in his head that he wanted to do those songs and did the arrangement in very much the same manner that we put all of the songs in. No idea that one iPhone video of a rehearsal would have over 22 million views on the internet. It's funny because how many times we've looked at that video and thought this isn't even the best thing we do, but there's just something about the performance of it, the particular song, and just there's this a perfect storm of something that we really haven't been able to recreate.
Yeah, the energy in that video is just amazing. And they're all just really talented students who get into it and rock out, and
they're all relaxed and in their exactly where they're supposed to be in their habitat, and they were having a great time, and it got caught on video.
Yep.
Yeah. That's awesome. So speaking about just really memorable performances, what would be your two just most memorable spectacular performance with your tenure with the Green Machine?
Goodness. It was pretty special the 2 times that Bill Murray conducted the band. He just happened to show up at games. His son is friends with one of our former assistant coaches. So he showed up at a tournament one time and showed up at the Patriot Center one time, and there was Bill Murray conducting. I put him in front of the band, and there it was. I can't even imagine how what could come close to that in terms of just unbelievable special moments. Now the performances themselves, there's just been some times in games, this exact right game, the exact right moment, the exact right song.
It just all comes together.
It really does, and the band is we got the great players in there, and the right drummer, and the right whatever, and it all just turns into a really special moment. And then there are times we put together our large performances. We've got a couple Mason Madness performances that kick the season off, and that's when we actually sort of take on a role as this is as close to a marching band as the Green Machine gets. Sometimes we get on the floor, we actually do the formations and the moves and the choreography, and mix with the Masonettes and mix with the cheerleaders. We've had the drum line on the floor with us. We've had our color guard on the floor with us, and those kind of Uber events are really special.
I think one of my most memorable performances with the Green Machine was one of the breakfasts with the bands when the band was in the CAA, Colonial Athletic Association. Jeremy arranged a piece that all of the bands could participate in. So it was kind of a battle of the bands, but not really. It was more supposed to be collaboration together, so that they all got to eat breakfast, have a pep rally, and play together, collaborate.
Well, the first year we did that, we had 3 bands combined. Mason, VCU, and Old Dominion. And then the second year we did it, we actually had 7 bands coming from as far away as Boston and Atlanta.
Wow, that's really
like
impressive.
600 players.
Really great
there.
time.
Yeah.
Really great time.
Yeah, that's great. So Julie, I have a very special question for you about this gentleman right here. Which is more difficult, dealing with the students or dealing with Doc Nix as their general manager?
Depends on the day.
He's absolutely right. Depends on the day. But they're both incredible. Working with the students, they are so talented and they have so much energy, but they wouldn't have that talent and energy without a great leader and without great inspiration. And I believe both Professor Freer and Dr. Nickens bring that to them. So watching it all come together it's a great experience that hopefully everyone has a chance to see.
Yeah. Awesome.
The secret in that, though, is if you watch most of the time, I just point and tell them to start and don't really do much else.
He's not giving himself enough credit.
Well, we have just a few moments before I let you guys go. Are there any performances or events coming up that you'd like to tell us about?
As we get into April, both the color guard and the drum line will be in their championships of their circuits. So the Atlantic Indoor Association Championships and the Winterguard International Championships. So be looking for them. You can find them on Facebook and Twitter, and there'll be a lot of ways to find out about their performance schedules. The Green Machine, once basketball's done, we'll be doing this and that, putting together, hopefully some community events. And one thing we're looking forward to, fingers crossed, we're hoping to take the band to Bonnaroo and play at the Rock Festival this summer.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Make sure to check out greenmachine.gmu.edu to learn about upcoming performances and to find out more information. I'm Angelique LeBlanc. Thanks for watching Nova Now.